What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Christopher here. So this tank had a 50 gallon or 40 gallon water change. So we're gonna feed the fish here. But I decided to feed this fish first. It's probably the easiest. She was very stressed with the water quality. I didn't clean the mechanical pads and both filters just because I didn't. That'll be a different day. But hybrid rose queen is very stressed. And the quality, it's been about a month since I last did a water change. I cleaned the glass and cleaned the suction cups on the maxi jets. Those are the wave makers. Clean the sponge filters, which are those. And yeah. Alright guys, this is the hybrid rose queen, same as the other fish. There's different age, size, and stuff. This tank had a 40 gallon water change. And yeah. So this is, I ordered meat or large pellet. This is what they've been eating. Ready, queen? I don't know which way to angle to get it from. Alright, queen. So this fish wasn't as stressed out. The water quality. Look at the front view of the tank. But in my aquariums there's lots of substrate. So for the fine aragonite it breaks down. But a lot of the tanks had hydrogen sulfate. Queen, you'll get another one. Feed it all. But yeah. Clean the glass with a mag float with polyfiber. Clean the sponge filters. Did a gravel vac. Yeah. So I put the fish to sleep. This was the first tank I did. And yeah. This is my oldest fish I kept alive. But yeah. Alright guys. So this is a 75 gallon aquarium. Easy killer. So when you do a water change and let the water settle and you feed the fish, it's magic. They get happy and they don't spook. But I adjust, these maxi jets can be adjusted down, up, side to side. So I adjusted it down when I open the lid so it doesn't splash out. When I close the lid, it'll be like that. So I bought 2 of these air pumps. One are in each room. And each tank has an air stone too. It has 6 outlets, but I'm not that loud. Only a vibration that would cause loudness in it. But not too loud. I can barely hear it in my room, just the way it's set up. But I think that's the 700 or 900 gallon per hour air pump. When I bought those air pumps, I think they're called cylinder air stones. So I bought 10 of them. So they're producing lots of air. What you see over here, it's okay, queen. That's what the air comes in. So a lot of air going in the tank. If you spray cologne or perfume or something, or kind of rambling, or stuff like that, it would get in the tank real easily by that air pump. But just a thought. Alright, this is a yellow lab cichlid. Kenya, I think, or is yellow lab. This is the only one in here. It was about to die and it was beat up, but it's healed. It's been in here for a couple months. If I put it in the other tank, the males would just shred it. So yeah. This tank I filled up 40 for the two tanks here, the 20 talls. I changed 20 and 20. But yeah, not much going on in here. It's this little guy. Very healthy. Alright, so this is the Yellow Lab Zebra tank. So these were all in one fish's mouth at one time. And they were small. And they ate spirulina formula, which is a variety of nutrients. Some did pass away just from causes, but all these ones, I haven't lost one in a couple months. But got a maxi jet that I cleaned the sponge filter on, cleaned the intake sponge, and this one right here still collects some debris, so I cleaned that one too. Alright, they're hungry. Now guys, over here. So when you do water changes, fish are happy. So this is surface float feeder pellet, tiny. This is what they eat. Really pushing the spectrum on the fish, most of them. And it's gone. Okay. Alright, this is the 55-gallon 2 red devil, 1 parrot fish, blood parrot, and 3 Synodontis, 1 medium, large, and small. And this tank had a 40-gallon water change. Sponge filters need to be replaced. Not the coarse, but the fine. Means smaller and large padding. But alright guys. So this is the stunted red devil. He has a hard time eating. Synodontis catfishes. Flipper, that's his name. Some fish get a name, some don't. Yeah, good boy. He did get some. He's smart. Water quality tells it all. I'll back up a little bit, guys. Synodontis catfish, they tear it up. I did buy medium pellet, but it sang. It said float on it, but it sang. So I don't use that one. Might give it away or something. Be a good idea. So I'm gonna feed them seconds. This is just a starter. That was a large pellet. I do have extra large pellet, but this is just the fresh stuff. So this is the meanest fish in the aquariums and the tanks of all the tanks. When I did the water change, she barely chased me at all. That's how stressed she was. But if you're looking at her now, she looks very happy and pleasant. I just fed her seaweed. I'm gonna feed her again. That'll be it for her. I do try to feed her some pellets, but she usually doesn't eat at all, even if I feed her a little bit. Just a thought. So this fish here, I owned it, I sold it, and I got it back. Isn't that weird? Alright guys, so that was the only one left out of 100 at one time. And the yellow labs are about 40 at one time. Story of the fish. And I think that's an Mbuna, but I'm not sure. But there's about 8 or so of those. Different varieties at one time. So different species of timing. Just a thought. Alright, so I have a full scoop here. And I'm going to get everybody's attention here. And spread it out evenly. One of the fish are gaining weight with the pellets a little too large. But yeah. I think what I'll show you is some water conditioner. To people that don't know certain types of how water conditioner is. So if you feed these cichlids too much seaweed, or you feed them too much pellets at one time, they'll chomp it in their mouth and then spit it out. If you feed them just like that and wait a little bit, then it'd be just fine. So like I was saying earlier, I bought 10 cylinders, I think what they're called, air stones. But I bought these, I call them wrecking balls because they're so dangerous in the tanks. They could break something or something. But they're 2 balls, wrecking balls I call them. There's 2 in there. And so they're hooked up to the, coming up here. That up here. This is the other one. They say it gets warm, but in the house with the fan and stuff, it doesn't get warm pretty much that bad. I think it's water. It's not. It shouldn't get water on it. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, it hasn't. This tank doesn't have it. This is Freddy's old tank. So it was a tank crash. I do gravel vac it every water change, which I did earlier tonight. It's getting better. I have a Penguin 150 with all clear 110 sponge and some mechanical pad. But it's just a tank that if a tank were to leak or something, the fish would go in here. But the plan is to get a 75 or something and a lot of substrate in here and take half or take all of it and set that one up. And yeah, because if you take this much substrate and put in a 75, it's flatter. It's not as tall. But you can, I don't want to use a flash. Fish are happy. Might spook them. But aquarium, Tetra Whisper, I'd rather buy these. This was $40 something on Amazon. And this one right here is about $20, which is 2 outlets. This is 6 outlets, and it pumps a lot of air. Alright, so Simba's probably one of my favorite fish. He's been with me when I bought Freddy, the albino flowerhorn, from the same pet shop. But he's got this filter on there and another one on the other side. But this tank had a 40-gallon water change. 20 had salt, which I'll show you. API aquarium salt, and the other ones had fresh. He's got something growing on him, nothing too serious. But he was very stressed too. He only eats Spectrum too. But yeah. Alright, Simba. I'm gonna put in the filter. But he's a very big fish. All the aquariums didn't get a mechanical pad change. I just thought it wasn't necessary. It's hard to get in here and for him to see me, but this is Freddy's old filter. But it helps with 2 filters rather than 1. He's a very big fish. So I did spasm a couple times doing the water changes. And relax, guys, relax. This was the last aquarium I did of the water changes. Yeah. So the best idea to do is to do a gravel vac and then come in a few days and just change the water, not gravel vac. That'll cut the nitrates and phosphates down. But I haven't done that. Simba, did you eat it all? You're a good boy, aren't you, bud? So I've had this hybrid Rose Queen probably 8 years. As old as this aquarium, that's how long I've had her. Alright, fishy. You ready? Ready? So when the aquarium water gets dirty, the fish's behavior changes. They become stressed, spooky, not good at eating. What else? And stuff like that. So you do a water change, they become happy. They eat well. They sleep well. This tank, if that door over there stays open, which I shut it during the day, the sun will hit it. But I keep fans on. A fan per room. So I'm gonna show you. So when I do a gravel vac and the water level goes down and I fill it, there's copepods everywhere. Let's see. Nah, it'd be hard to see, guys. But copepods everywhere, hundreds of them, especially in this tank. Yeah, Queen, come here. I won't bother you. You stay. So it's been about a month since I've done a water change or so. It's about 30 days, probably 25. On Amazon, I have a choice of health food or fish. Fish food or something, a water conditioner. But last month I chose fish, water conditioner, food, and supplies. So without that, I couldn't have done what I did today and tonight. I started about 12 p.m. Is that right? Yeah, 12 p.m. to 12 a. Wait a minute, guys. Alright, so I wore my shocks, so I kind of went fast. The 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. about to 3 a.m. That makes sense. Alright, fish, that's all. When I do fish feeding videos, I feed more. Not like overfeed. I just enough. I don't know. That's just the way it's always been. So these fish, some are getting color. Kind of weird that they get the color that's fast, but they'll get blue and black all over their bodies. The males or so. That's what they looked like when they were 40 of them when they were given to me. But they died. Alright guys, we're going to feed them over here. So what's going to happen, the current. So these pellets are small enough that they'll go right through the maxi jet if they ever get into it. Oh, right on it. Good fishing. So if they go on the maxi jet, they go right through the... Yeah. We got a lot that time. I'm watching fishies. That's good, guys. Very good. Alright. There goes the computer. Update. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, like I said, when I do fish videos, I feed a little more, not overfeed. It won't hurt them. Yeah. That's 3 pieces for that queen. So agitation, gas exchange, and oxygen and CO2 release. When you add mechanical and coarse and fine, it'll remove the hydrogen sulfate. But they're dirty, not too bad. The all clear 110s, they don't have to be changed as much. Aquariums have to be changed often because they're smaller pads with a filter set up. So when I come in here with the vacuum, these fish don't like it. I don't know, because they're low to the ground. That's just a thought. They don't like the vacuum. Ready, guys? Don't splash the spoon. Ready? So one of them's gaining too much weight. That's not nothing to worry about. Ready, guys? So this tank was left outside in about 100-degree weather in summertime. The seams on top are no good. I'm guessing the sides and bottom are just fine. This way the tank was upside down. Alright guys, that's it for you. Alright guys, Simba gets one more. Because I'm doing fish videos and I overfeed. We'll be alright. They got the water changed, nice feed, won't hurt. So Simba, he gets excited But right now he's not excited, and he's taking water and pellets down at the same time, which is good, so he's not getting air wherever. Good, Simba. Where is it? Any more? There's one right there. Oh, this will be it, guys. This is the last fish. I'm going to show you some water conditioner of my staple, what I use all the time. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Just to share with you, this is how all my AquaClear 110s are set up. There's a coarse and fine pad at the bottom. And then all this media stays clean, marine pure. That's how my filters on the AquaClear 110s are set up. He's got 2 of these filters on this tank. But the filter on the other side has to be cleaned through the window and then changed. But just a thought. Alright, guys, we're in the cupboard. So we'll start here. This is the staple I use. Seachem Safe. Does all your dechlorinator. Just makes your water nice. So I put 3. Got an itch. I put 3 of these, 1/4 teaspoon. I think it says 1. Yep. Or 1/4 scoop in per bucket, which is 1 scoop is about 300 gallons of dechlorinator, which is overkill, but it won't hurt. And then so about 4 of these in a pack. Seachem Prime should be good to try. Coming over here. So I haven't put this in a while, but it does help with oxidation and oxygen. When you stir it in the bucket, it creates bubbles, which I think helps reduce stress, like it says. And you can read that if you want. Next thing I'll put in, well, there's quite a bit back there. These are all full except 2 at the back. Easy Balance Plus regulates pH, reduces nitrates and phosphates for the seaweed. So all the water changes I've done with this 1 spoon in my entire life. Isn't that funny, guys? So this spoon right here, it's done every bucket in my life of fish tanks. Wow. Isn't that interesting? And that's aquarium salt. They're not all full. One's brand new. The other 2 I just switch out and pour in there as I need it. That's what I use there. Then nori seaweed that I use for the fish, and I eat it, but I need to cut back because I eat too much. Just a thought. And then Spectrum. Yep. Alright, guys. And this isn't the way I cut it, but that's the pad I use. Mechanical, coarse, fine. And this is alright, guys, forgive me. I don't know what this is called. I know it's polyfiber. I can't remember the brand, but I use this for my mag float. I just cut it the size and put it on, and it doesn't scratch the glass. Switch it on each side. Use it twice. Alright, guys.